Hi guys, so I'm going to do a reading now that I have 7 questions that I've written out here. It's a reading that I've meant to be doing, that I meant to do, I'm sorry, a while back, but I guess it's one of those that it's kind of, I know it's intense. And I'm not going to use cards because it's one of those, right, that cards are not necessarily helpful, okay? I think is really the core, and each question could have been its own reading. But I think it's really essentially about the GOP. So I'm going to go over the questions quickly here to tell you. Okay, so the first question I think a lot of people have, is about the GOP and whether they were hacked. Because we know that the DNC was hacked. Were they hacked? I believe yes, but I have never looked into it. So this whole video is about 3 issues: the blackmailing of the GOP, what happens to them after the Mueller investigation, and how many of them are being blackmailed, or why. Because I think there's a variety of reasons why they don't want to indict. I'm sorry, not indict. They don't want to remove Trump, but I think we need to know how many of them are compromised and so forth. So the first question, like I said, starts with whether they were hacked. Okay, I think they were. And then the second is how many are blackmailed willingly and how many are just willing participants in the whole scheme with Russia. Number 3, how many are compromised? Okay, it could be a percentage. And then 4, why the GOP as a whole doesn't want to take Trump down. And number 5, does Mueller know about this blackmail? Number 6, what happens to the GOP after the Mueller investigation? Number 7, what percentage of the GOP will be indicted as a result of the Mueller investigation? Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to get started. Okay, so did the Russians hack the RNC GOP servers? Yes. And it shows, guys, in some ways I feel like they're still there in a way or another. Okay, they have hacked. Okay, they have, yes. So was it in the same time frame? It's showing here that they may have actually hacked the RNC before. It's so strange to say that, but before they did the Democrats, because they would use the Republicans to do stuff for them. Okay, so it's strange. Okay. Okay. How many are blackmail? Okay, so are they black? Okay, so what? I guess the bridge question would be, what are they doing with the material they have? Obviously, they have hacked the email. So what are they doing with this? What do they find and what are they doing? They found information, a lot of information about those voter suppression, voter data, how they use that to win elections. This is part of the harmful material they have on each one of them. I think they also have, like I said, information about some of them that are gay, who have affairs, hacking their phones as well. Okay, so guys, by the way, right now I'm just gonna have to clean I got a notice here saying your disk is almost full. So anyway, should work at least partially. Anyway, so guys, what was I gonna say? So what kind of information they have on the Republicans? What kind of dirt do they have on them? Oh, and now, okay, now it starts, guys. It shows Roger Stone. Remember how before I saw Roger Stone with the dirt blackmail stuff? So they have, one part is what they found on these emails. Okay, and the second part is what they got from Roger Stone. Roger Stone, okay, guys, not a bit, I feel like Roger Stone has sold stuff to them. Roger Stone has information. Oh, this is it. Okay, so they have, I think, oh my God. I think he has sold in stuff. He has made money off of the secrets of some of the Republicans. Okay. Oh my God, it makes me want to throw up. So sickening. Even, you know, I mean, he's willing to throw anybody under the bus. Okay, and it's showing me here that Roger Stone is driven by a sense of what's the word? Resentment against the mainstream Republicans would never want it to be associated with him. Okay, so just 1 second here. Okay, I just want to. Wow, it's kind of, yeah. I'm just want to delete this stuff, guys. 1 sec. Yeah. So, wow. Yeah, so I think they have they've collected intelligence on them. They've even paid for intelligence on the Republicans as well. Okay, and this is how. Okay, so it's not just that they hacked, and I think, like I said, the main information they got from the hacking was not necessarily the sexual stuff. The sexual stuff, hey, they got it through other means. Okay, and I think some of it is the stuff they bought off from Roger Stone, and then. Guys, this is a weird thing I'm getting here. Remember the whole thing with those guys there was this black ops. What is it called? There were two officials in the Obama administration who these people from Israel tried to get dirt on, okay? And for some reason I'm getting a connection here that somehow they know or they have, they belong to this black market of information on people, something like that. I think, and they may have been used as a means to, I remember reading about the thing about the Russians, like the plausible deniability. Okay, so they may have hired contractors to do this as a means to, so they have huge files on the Republicans, okay? Their children. Wow, this is crazy, guys. It sounds like, and I remember this whole thing with like the KGB and even in East Germany, the Stasi, right? They have huge files on all kinds of people. So that's what it's showing here, okay? Something similar about the Republicans they have there. Even where the children live. It's kind of crazy, actually. I'd be like really scared. Oh my God. Okay, so seeing that. So what are they doing this information? How are they blackmailing them, and what are they asking for? They're blackmailing each showing Lindsey Graham. Who else? That I recognize. Warren Hatch, really? I don't know. Sounds crazy. I don't know. I guess I don't know, guys. I don't really recognize. It's hard for me. What is it, the Kennedy guy? Do you know the Kennedy from Louisiana guy showing me here? Who else? Okay. So what do they ask of them? What do they ask? I know, guys, it sounds so primary and so crazy to say, but I feel like, just as I had seen the other time, I feel like they're told to watch out for certain accounts and they have messages, okay? So that's that. That's how they have messages, or like, you're supposed to do this or not. But it's not direct. Like, I want this. It's not in writing. It's through third parties and those kinds of things, okay? So, and this is another question I've always had about Trump. Is Trump blackmailing some Republicans to do what he wants because he has dirt on them? And how does he get the dirt? It gave me a weird image showing Trump when he first got into the Republican presidency thing. He was like elbowing his way in, and he was really truculent. It shows people, bloody people on his wake. So he kind of like muscled his way in, and one of the ways was this. He knew it was like the dirty tactics that he used. Okay, he was willing to go lower than low. Not that the Republicans are super high level or anything, but it's showing me here. And it showed me also that there is a way. I mean, this is not necessarily the reading for this. Okay, I don't want to necessarily. I feel like somehow he knows the Russians are still have bugged the phones of some Republicans, so they know where they're going. There is a weird way where this is happening, and they keep him updated, abreast of the stuff. But then then you ask the question how to. I don't want to. Needs a whole other reading, but essentially yes. I think the answer is yes. He is blackmailing some Republicans. Okay, so and it's the way that he has always operated. Okay, it's not new. It's just that he has more sources of dirt on people. Okay, so this other question is why, and I feel like I know the answer to this in some ways because Trump would let them do whatever they want, would let them turn the country into this, like, I don't know, far right utopia they have in mind or whatever. Okay, so, but I'm going to ask directly, why doesn't the GOP want to take down Trump, knowing how compromised he is? They are also compromised, and the Russians have. Oh, this explains it. Okay, the Russians have the most damaging evidence that could really kill their careers, which is the voter suppression, not just voter suppression, but voter hacking. Because the Russians they said, we're going to help you with this, but at the same time, they know that this stuff is very serious, the whole election fraud stuff, because it's so widespread in a lot of the Republican states. So this is why, guys, this is why. Because I've said before in many readings, the Republicans will not win fair elections. So the Russians know this and they push it, okay? They said, oh, we'll help you out, but there's a price. The price is, the dirt, and they could use it for anything. So this is why. They know that, and this is why Republicans are careful, because, yeah, it goes back decades, okay? And I think they know that the elections in many instances were not fair, and that if this is exposed, then their whole thing falls to the ground. And this is why, because they don't want this to be exposed about them. Trump is one of those things, but he's not the only person who is corrupt in this whole thing, okay? Wow. Okay, so the next question. Does Mueller know about this blackmail and how? It's showing me, guys, what's his name? Trey Gowdy and Lindsey Graham. I think they've talked to Mueller and explained, I think. Sounds crazy how it works and what they have, at least what they were told. Okay, so what happens, okay, maybe this is, I should change the order of the question here. What percentage of the GOP will be indicted as a result of the Mueller investigation? Guys, I'm getting a number that I don't actually believe, okay? It may be the number of people. I got 63. 63% seems really high. I would think it would probably be 63 people, okay? So what it showed me here is kind of interesting. It said that there's two things. There is foreign accounts that they've traced, right, where they received this bribery money. And there's the illegal campaign contributions, which is something else. But it's showing that the people that are going to go down is because they got the receipts that they were literally paid by the Russians, that this is a form of payment, a form of bribery, okay? That it was way beyond campaign contributions. So this is why, okay? So a lot of it, the money they got, was paid as if it was personal. There was ways that they paid for, obviously, for the campaign, but there were sort of shady laws that somehow enabled it. But there's the other side of the payment, which is a personal gain from this. Okay, so this explains it, okay? So it's just a tracing foreign accounts, essentially, okay? And this is how. Okay, so okay, so what happens? This is a final question. What happens to the GOP after the Mueller investigation? Like, is there anybody left? Guys, it's interesting. It's showing me the population revolting, like throwing eggs at local RNC offices. The people are so angry because and the people who are angry are the Trump voters, and they're angry at them because they can't believe they were lied to like this. So I think it's interesting, guys. It's showing me that there has to be a kind of a rebirth for them in a way. Like there's going to be not as many people left, but their whole platform, people are going to realize that they were tools. Okay, the people who are not the rich people, right? That they didn't realize that the whole thing was they were used in order for the wealthy people to achieve their goals. And people are just going to be very angry. Very angry. Wow. Yeah, it's interesting, guys, because I thought that the anger, people said, oh, Civil War, no. I think the anger of the people who voted for Trump are going to be directed at the Republicans, not the Democrats, because they're going to realize they were lied to the whole time. And most of them are going to be, a lot of the shadier ones are going to go to jail, be indicted, whatever. They're not going to have, what are they going to say? Okay? People are not that dumb. Eventually they get it. You know, the guys, this reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever seen, I avoid seeing this, but because it's so depressing, and those women who were fooled by con artists. And they're like, well, but he was he was the greatest man ever, blah, blah. And then when they figure out stuff, they like really get so angry. Kind of similar, okay? So they're gonna sue them, their families and stuff, so very interesting. Yeah, I think the country is going to change, obviously, right? If you think about it, guys, I've said before, let's pray for truth. That's it. Truth comes out, and there's not much where are you gonna hide? Okay. Ooh. Hello. Hi. I'm here. Hello. Oh my God. Hi. How are you doing today? Huh? Oh my God. Hello. I'm gonna stop. Okay. I'm gonna get up. Hi guys. So of course, just as I was talking about the truth, the lights went off. Lights went out, right? Went out. I don't know. So, oh, scary. Oh yeah. So anyway, so that's that, guys. Very interesting. Kind of harrowing a little bit. So it's funny, it reminds me of why I've done all these funny readings. I like doing funny readings because in a way it helps you, with the palate cleansing. because those readings like this one is kind of heavy and intense. So that's that. I'm going to stop here because I asked all the questions I had, okay? All right, bye.